Looks like Optimus Prime and the Autobots are severely outnumbered. Decepticon is killing the Autobots. He's got Bumblebee in his clutches, and he's got several Autobots crushed underfoot, and he's got Predaking at his back, and Megatron is leading the charge, and it looks like it's the end for Optimus Prime and the Aerialbots. Who will save the day? They need backup. Who's coming? Superion is coming. Let's check him out. Welcome back to BubbaChuck14, and if you're new here, click on that subscribe button so you can get informed whenever I upload a new video, and give this video a thumbs up or like. Comment below which of these Transformers have you got in your collection. We've got the Transformers, Aerialbots, got Superion, and this really nice artwork. This is the Unite Warriors, which is the Japanese version of the Combiner Wars Superion. And it's one set, and you can see it's great artwork. Superior on the front, and then you've got the plane modes for all the Aerialbots, Transformers. Then on the top, you've got the Autobot logo, and then Superion set over here, and Unite Warriors and Japanese. Still Unite Warriors logo on the other side. Same thing on the other side. A bunch of Japanese writings on the bottom. And what I really like about this box is this open up magnetic thing where you can see all the Aerialbots inside. You don't have to guess what's inside the box. And then there's this product shot of Superion and all the other Aerialbots here, both in the robot form and their plane modes. Unfortunately, I can't read Japanese. And then he's got his tech specs, and then how he looks in Superion. And I really like how this box looks like. It's way better than Hasbro's. So Takara Tomy is really killing it. So on the back, it's another product shot of Superion, and this illustrates here that you can place the limbs and the feet and scramble city formation. Then all the other Superion, you've got Skydive, Air Raid, Silverbolt, Firefly, and Slingshot. So for this video, we'll take these guys out, but we'll first take a look at the feet, which is Skydive and Air Raid. With that out of the way, let's check him out. So here we've got Skydive and Air Raid. So we're taking a look at both of them first, and then we have all their accessories. So these two have the rocket pointed things, which I am using for the feet. Then these can also be used as a hand, so it just goes this way, you fold it that way, and this will become the thumb. So if that's what you want, use this for the hand, but I like them as the feet. And I'll show you the ones that I'll be using for fists in the next video. And then how I arm these two up. These are all the guns, two of them like this and two of them like these. So in plane mode, I just put the white double-barreled cannon on top of Skydive, and then Air Raid, the F-14. I like to arm him up like this. So in robot mode, these two guns I give to Slingshot and Fireflight, and then that's how they're gonna look in their fully armed plane modes. They really look awesome. And then up next we've got size comparisons, and then before I show you that, there's supposed to be an F-16 Fighting Falcon and then F-14 Tomcat, but in G1 toy this one's supposed to be an F-15 Eagle. So now let's take at a comparison with their enemy, the Tetrajets. Here's the comparison with Siege Thundercracker. As you can see, the Siege Thundercracker Tetrajet is much bigger in size, but I like how these scale together because yes, this is a spaceship, so it's much bigger than a normal Earth jet plane. And before we go, here's another comparison with another combiner, and this guy is pretty big, headstrong from the power of the primes. This is a Voyager sized guy. It's pretty big monster as compared to these two planes and jets. And then one more. Here is Space Shuttle Astrotrain from Siege Earthrise. I think it's a pretty good scale for these jets, shuttles. So the way we're gonna do this is these two are very similar in both in robot forms, and then their transformations are so similar. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna transform this guy into his foot mode, and then this guy in his arm mode. That's the transformations I'll be showing later. So first off, let's take off all the guns. So with the guns all out of the way, let's deal with Skydive first. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go which one's the easiest part to go to first. Again, it's foot mode. So first we push up the nose cone back, and that's gonna open up that part. Then these tabs over here will tab into here. It's pretty easy transformation. Then the wings, you can push it back, as well as the tail fins over here. You have to you push this out a little bit so you have some clearance, and then you might want to turn his head around, as if in foot mode you won't see the head over there. Then you just push that back, and then as I've said, these things are the foot. So there's a circular tab here which these ones can push into, and here we've got Skydive in his foot configuration. Really easy transformations. That's what I like about this combiner, but still retains a lot of the details, paint jobs. As you can see here, there's even those small details like this Autobot logo on the nose. Really amazing paint jobs. This lightning bolt is great. Then he's got these missiles underneath the wings. Really great figure. So that out of the way, let's take him into robot mode. Let's take off the foot, and then really easy, you almost have this in the robot mode. So just push this legs up, and then you push out the head. So you've got the head already, and the arms just stab into here. As you can see, just take off the arms. And then what I really like about Skydive is these shoulders just accordion to going up, as you can see. Then when the red lines up, you know that you've got it lined up properly. Same thing on the other side, and then you just push out the arms. Got the arms done. And then for the legs, so you just push these back parts of the jet, then accordion the legs out, and then you can see these tabs over here which will tab into this. So you have to straighten them out first before you tab them, so like that. So you can see it's going to go straight in there. Same thing on the other leg. So they're all tabbed securely in place. And now you have Skydive in his robot mode. Let's get this guy into robot mode as well. So before I fully transform Aerate into the robot form, I'll show you the similar things about Skydive and him. So on the legs, they have that same ports at the back, which will tab, these tabs will tab here. So you tab them all up, so you see it's straightened out. So that's the similarities between the two of them. Fireflight and Slingshot have different tabs on the back of the legs. And then for the arms, he doesn't have that accordion thing on the shoulder, but you still have to push up the arms going up. So that's almost the same. And now you've got Aerate in his jet mode. It's really great figure. I love how these two look together. And then let's check out their face sculpts. Let's take a look at Skydive over here. Great detailing on his face. That Autobot logo, I love how they painted that over there. And then that molding on his legs, feet, and his whole body is really awesome. So let's take a look at the 360. Really doesn't have much kibble at the back, and both of them are still really good with articulation. So next up we got Aerate. It's great face sculpt as well, and I love the paint detailings here on the chest and that Autobot logo on the side. Same on the feet. So as you can see on the moldings of the feet, it's just the same. Only difference is the paint apps. And then with the articulation, you've got the same articulation on both of them. So head's on a ball joint, so it can go full 360. Then arms can go out that far, rotate 360. Got 90-degree elbow. Then the great thing is it got waist swivel. Then the legs can go out that far, go far that way. Then on back, can also go far that way, just hindered by the wings. Then the wings, you can fold it whichever way you want it, but be careful with this guy because it's just this part that's holding the wings as compared to this. And you got knees that can bend that far, and nothing for the ankles, but I'm really satisfied. Nothing on the wrists as well. I'm really satisfied with how the articulation is on these two guys. And then let's arm them up. So still gonna give them their double barreled cannons. So that's how they look. Time for comparison time. Here we've got Dive Bomb in his Hawk mode, and it's still really big compared to these two. And here we've got Rampage in his robot form. As you can see, he's really way taller than both of them. And then bring in another Siege guy. Who else but the leader of the Seekers, Starscream. And he's here, armed up with a Battle Master, ready to fight the Aerialbots. And he's a bit taller, but I still like the scale between these guys. And with that out of the way, we got one final step to go, and we're gonna transform these guys and show them in their limb or the arm mode, just so that you know how these two will look like as an arm. So transforming him into an arm, this guy looks really awkward when he's an arm. So turn the head around, so just push out the combiner port. And then for these arms, the way the instructions say is just push it this way, so they just kind of rest at the back. and you'll see why the other two, Slingshot and Fireflight, are better looking as arms. And then for the lower part, you just combine both legs together, and then you get that fist. You just take out the fingers and then fold out the thumb, so you can make it into a right or you can make it into a left fist, depending what you want. So I'm gonna make this guy into a right arm, and there you've got Air Raid as an arm. Really awkward looking because I don't like how these arms just rest there as an arm for Superion. And that's it for the review for Air Raid and Skydive. So my final thoughts on these two are, I like them better as the feet, even if they're Scramble City, and then I like how detailed they are in the robot modes and their paint apps. And this is my favorite plane mode, the F-14 Tomcat, because it's got his swept wings. Among all the jets, this is the only guy with articulation in his jet form. That's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Watch out for the two other limb configurations for Superion, and that's Fireflight and Slingshot. They're coming up in my next video, and as always, do it with style, don't do it at all.